How's it going, everybody? Rye here today, and we are back with our Philadelphia Flyers franchise mode here in the playoffs of year number 2, back-to-back playoff appearances, and I still think we have put ourselves in a position to succeed for the future. And if you guys remember in the last one, it was the trade deadline, and we were able to move on from Tony Niangelo, and we're able to get Korchinski, the medium elite 19-year-old who's currently playing in the WHL right now, I believe, and will be up to join us very, very shortly. But here we go, guys. I do realize that in the last one, I forgot to give you guys a season recap, so we'll do that right now. I was running tight on time during my last recording, so I kind of planned this out already. But the team looks to be a very, very solid defensive unit. Goals for per game is 4th in the division, and then goals against per game, tied for second with the Carolina Hurricanes, and second only to the New York Rangers. So really, really solid defensive unit that can actually put in a good amount of goals. Now, the Rangers did have a better goal spread than us by 0.1 goals per game, but it is what it is. The power play also looked pretty good as it's tied for second in the division. Short-handed goals against, we had 5, which is not great, but it's not as bad as the Devils. The penalty kill percentage, though, it was middle of the road. 4th here, 85%. I'll take anything over 85%. We were definitely a better home team than an away team, but we're able to cross 20 wins in both. So no shorthanded goals for, no other chance breakaways for us. Or anyway, taking a look at the season stats, though, Sean Couturier with 62 points in 80 games. It's kind of what we've come to expect from him at this point. You know, last season was 69 and 82. This season, he took on a bit more of a goal-scoring role. He took a lot more shots on that first line, and it resulted in 7 fewer points, but 6 more goals. So, good season from him. Cam Atkinson, obviously, you guys know the first half of the season, he was absolutely on fire, and he did not slow up. Jonathan Drouin, who we signed, I think he did pretty well. 58 points, was a -3, but did put in 20 goals for us, shot enough times for us. But the shooting percentage, I mean, it did get better, right? And I assumed it was going to get better when I signed him, but it's still not where I want it to be. With that shot, I'd assume he'd shoot better than 9% anyway, especially if a guy like Kevin Hayes is shooting 12%. But speaking of Kevin Hayes, he did really, really, really well. -7, though, a little bit rough. Joel Farabee, would really like to see him be something other than a -16, but he's only 24. As a two-way forward, though, with that kind of defensive category, you need to be doing better. Morgan Frost, another good season from a 24-year-old here. Fantastic playmaker. This guy's going to make plays all over the ice. Pass can just hit any corner of the rink. So Travis Konechny, another good season from him. He's locked into that top 6 role, 41 points. In only 69 games, right? That's another thing to keep in mind, is that we have injuries on, so not everybody's playing 82. So 41 and 69 is pretty darn good. He would have been on pace for 60-ish again, and would have been up there with Couturier, Atkinson, Drouin. Ryan Ellis, the defenseman, with 40 and 77, +8. Love to see it. Owen Tippett with a minus. Provorov, Bobby Brink, the rookie, almost hitting 20 goals in his rookie season. Had he maybe not gotten injured or scratched, he might have gotten to 20, but 31 points, 80 games played, +6. I think that's a fantastic spot to start for your young career, really. Travis Boyd, who we traded for at the deadline last year, +19, 28 points. He's playing on the 3rd, 4th line, bottom 6er. Same thing with Ryan Poehling, waiver wire claim. Travis Sanheim's doing well. Cam York could have improved a bit. Rasmus Ristolainen, we traded for Joel Edmondson. Joel Edmondson, as a Philadelphia Flyer, had 4 points in 18 games, but was a +3 as well. So pretty good to see that he was a +5 in Montreal in his 62 games, and in 18 games here, he was able to be a +3 and put up 4 points as well. So really on fire, if you think about it, for him being here. Noah Cates, Allison, Yoel Levy. Yoel Levy's been solid for us, and we're going to rock with him going into the playoffs. And then in goal, we had a really good bounce-back season from Carter Hart, 916, 262, and then Thompson stepped it up. He was cold to start the season, but Carter Hart playing 71 games. That's an absurd amount. We'll go check out the entire league real quick. Austin Matthews with 112, Pasternak, Marchand with 101, and Marner rounds out the 100 points, but Nylander there at 98, real close. Panarin, Gaudreau, Kane, Kachuk, all guys at the top that we're used to seeing. Nobody surprising yet. 252 goal scorers. They will share the Rocket Richard, both Kane and Matthews, the 2 Americans. Who had the most assists this season? It was Mitch Marner feeding Austin Matthews. Pasternak just single-handedly carried. Now, Brad Marchand did put in 41 goals, so it makes sense. But Huberdeau there as well as on Calgary is doing really, really well making plays. But William Nylander, Austin Matthews, Mitch Marner, Pasternak, Marchand, Jones. Wow, good season from Seth Jones, not Martin Jones. Taking a look at defensemen, though, who's going to go home with the Norris? It is going to be Dougie Hamilton putting up 70 points in 82, although Adam Fox is in with a shout. 2 fewer points, but a plus 18. 2 fewer games as well. Better shooting percentage. I don't know. Something to consider. But Tony DeAngelo here he is. 56 points in 77 games. He's up there. He's one of the best defensemen in the NHL as far as putting up points. He put up 14 and 21 for the Chicago Blackhawks. So, again, continues to be an offensive dynamo, but a -2. And he was shooting 14%, so you'd expect that to cool off. But really, really good play from him. -4, though, not what you want to see. And then finally, we're going to take a look at the goalies. Carter Hart started the most games, or won the most games in the NFL. Jesus. Carter Hart won the most games in the NHL with 41 in 71. A ton of games played there. Save percentage was not nearly the best, but we will go to a minimum of 40 games played. John Gibson with 75 games played. Good Lord. Carter Hart was up there, guys. .002 away from tying John Gibson. Really, really tight. And then goal against average. It's Tristan Jarry. Tristan Jarry, to me, should win the Norris. I personally would say he got to 40 wins, a .917 and a .251. He had the best goal against average. And his save percentage was the second best. Like, I don't know. To me, it's Tristan Jarry. Shesterkin continues to kill it, Grubauer. But we see Carter Hart, a really, really good bounce back season for him after what was not the most impressive showing before. But it is what it is, and I'm happy to have Carter Hart. He's going to have seasons that are great. He's going to have seasons that are bad, and I just hope that we catch him on a heater so we can make a good playoff run. And if you guys remember, we came crawling into the playoffs. We were stumbling. We were cold. We were on our way down, losing 5 straight games, only picking up 2 points in that 5-game losing streak. And had we won one of those losses that was in regulation, well, we would have been up there above the Capitals and been the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference. So, I don't know. Maybe we would have been tied with the Maple Leafs. We'd see how it shakes out. But second best team in the league, best team in the East, didn't quite get there. So now we're the 4th best team in the East, as well as having to go on the road to play the Blue Jackets in the first round of the playoffs. Simulation has ended, and we are playing the Columbus Blue Jackets with Johnny Gaudreau, who we know it did really, 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 really well. So, taking a look at the Columbus Blue Jackets, though. They had Johnny Gaudreau, Jack Roslovic from Miami of Ohio, centering him and Patrick Laine. Voracek, a revenge series with JT Compher and Andreas Janssen. Alexander Tessier, Boone Jenner, and Yegor Chinnikov. And then Liam Foudy, Danton Heinen, and Eric. It's a really solid offensive core, I do have to say. Like, solid. They got Gaudreau and Laine and Voracek to carry that second line. Defensively, they're Werenski, Boqvist. That's gross. I can't believe Chicago traded Boqvist for Seth Jones. Although in this universe, it seems to be working. But right here, we got an elite first pairing with Ian Cole and Andrew Peak, as well as Jake motherfucking Bean and Eric Goodbranson. As they're rounding it out. And then in goal, well, we do have a bit of an advantage here. Elvis Merzlikins, how did he do this season? 907, 287. It's not the greatest, but hey, he just needs to get hot at the right time. And we are not. We are not hot at the right time, but we did move Bobby Brink up to the first line to see if maybe he could continue to play as well as he has. And he did in those couple games that we did have him there for the last couple weeks. We'll see if that maybe causes us to cool off a bit, but we do really spread out our depth here with these lines. I do like it I do like it a lot. And then defensively, it's not quite as good as it used to be, but it will be right back up there in a season or two. But here we go on the road in game #1 in Columbus. The cannon will be powdered and ready to go. Hopefully, Carter Hart can keep that cannon quiet. Here we go. First period. And all right. So Laine and then a shorthanded goal from Janssen. But Owen Tippett does score. So we're down 2-1. Bit bummed to see that in the first 10 minutes they're able to get 2 on only 8 shots. And we absolutely dominated the shots. Second period. And Owen Tippett continues to get a goal. But Peak scores as we maintain our massive lead in shots. And Merzlikins is out dueling Carter Hart for sure. Third period, and we are unable to make the comeback. 43 shots, only 3 goals. 4 goals there for the Columbus Blue Jackets. As far as our lines, who didn't play well? Sanheim, Atkinson, Boyd, Frost. Yeah, we're just kind of spread out all around. We were able to get the power play goal, but the shorthanded goal definitely... The shorthanded goal is the difference there. The power play, I guess, kind of nullifies that, but we lost 3-2 on 5-on-5 goals, and you got to do better at 5-on-5. And not pushing the panic button. We did play very well in that game. We just weren't unable to, we were unable to break through Merzlikins too much, right? 40 saves on 43 shots. Like, that's just a really, really good game from Merzlikins. But here we go. Game number 2. Just need to steal one on the road and win the rest of our home games. First period. All right. JT Comfort, but Farabee on the power play. So, again, lead in shots. Second period. Oh, God. Johnny Gaudreau scoring 2 on Carter Hart. And in the third period, Johnny Gaudreau caps off the hat tricks. A natural hat trick where he scores the 3 straight goals in the game. And it's Provorov, Atkinson, Farabee, Ellis. Provorov, Ellis does not seem to be a good pairing right now. Atkinson, Ristolainen, Boyd, Couturier, Frost, Sanheim. It's not the first line, but the first line's not scoring, right? Let's take a look. We probably want to make some line changes here. First line, -1 there, but -2s all across here. -3s there, and then -3s, so just not quite what you're hoping for. Owen Tippett did score 2 goals, a goal per game. We'll move him up to the first line. Bobby Brink will go down. Sanheim Provorov's not even a pairing. I mean, yeah, look at that. We'll move Cam York up to play with Sanheim. Or maybe we can move Edmondson up. No, we'll leave Cam York up. We need some offense. We need some goals. We haven't scored enough, obviously. 8 goals conceded, though, is not good. 8-4 is the aggregate in the series. And that's not what you want to see. But hopefully, coming back to Philadelphia is going to help us out. And Haltonen's now up to a 71. That's exciting news. And I believe they mentioned that somebody was able to come back. It was Sealer. There we go. We'll put Sealer in down there. And simulating up to the next game. Here we go. Here we go. Home ice. Let's see if it turns it around for us. First period, 2-2. Couturier scores on the power play, followed by Voracek and Chinikov, as well as Atkinson scoring there for us. Second period, down 3-2. Danton Heinen scores. Can we please score a third period goal or 2? We can. We score 2, and Owen Tippett continues to be a goal per game, and Morgan Frost scores to give us the win, and a great, great performance from us. We do finally get outshot, but we get the win. Maybe that's what it takes, is just get outshot and you'll get the win. But a good game from us there to bounce back and get the win. Owen Tippett's goal per game, leaving him on that first line to see if maybe, just maybe, that streak can continue. We have a chance to even the series, though, again on home ice. Game 4. We got to bring the noise. We got to bring the energy. Let's go. First period. And there it is. Owen Tippett continues to be hot in this first series. Cam Atkinson scoring as well. Andreas Janssen getting the goal for the Columbus Blue Jackets. Second period sees Columbus pull ahead as 2 goals from Tessier, but we do get one back from Frost, ties the game. Zach Werenski is able to take the lead, and we need to have another great third period. Otherwise, we're behind the 8 ball. And we are not going to have that great third period. Getting outshot by 10, Ian Cole scores the empty netter, and we lose 5-3. Owen Tippett continues to be goal per game, but we need more. We need more. This first line is working. This second line is not. We're going to move Hayes up, I think. Bobby Brink is a +1. We know that. Oh, God. Our middle 6 is just not working out the way you would hope. Maybe we'll move Drouin up and then Tippett there and move Farabee. Tippett's been scoring really, really well. Bobby Brink has 2. Bobby, he doesn't have a goal, but I don't know why I said he's doing well. But defensively, I just don't know what else to change. Edmonton, Risto's been awful. Oh, he's been awful. He's been killing us. But we're going to put the Konechny, Drouin, Couturier line back like it was, like I had envisioned way back when we started this season. And we now have to win the next 3 games. We have to win 3 in a row. We cannot afford to slip up anymore. We really have put ourselves in a terrible position and backed ourselves into the corner. Hopefully, we are able to steal one on the road here and just live to fight another day. First period sees us tied. Drouin scoring with just seconds left. That's the one that could be a gut punch and knock the wind out of Columbus's sails. Jake Bean scores as well. Second period, and boom, there it is. Cannon is quiet, but we're buzzing as Morgan Frost, Cam York, Travis Konechny, and Jonathan Drouin all score to give us a 5-1 lead. And in the third period, Patrick Laine scores, but that's all she wrote. 5-2 victory. And a huge second period propels us back home as Couturier, Konechny, Drouin is able to absolutely dominate this one. And we may have just been able to find ourselves the first line that we've been looking for. I know our first line was quiet in the last playoff run, but hopefully the first line's able to stay noisy here on home ice. Let's go. Let's get into it. No dilly-dallying. First period. And it's 2-0 Farabee shorthanded and Cates. So a team that never scored shorthanded is able to get one here in the playoffs in a do-or-die situation. And we're up 2-0, getting severely outshot. Second period. Oh my God, so many goals. A 4-goal period there from the Columbus Blue Jackets. We are able to stem the tide, though. We do have 2. We were up 4-1 before Gaudreau, Robinson, and Voracek got 4 apiece. And guys, I am going to slowly sim the third period simply because this is an elimination game. This is tight. It is tied. I do not just want to skip this and hope we live to see game number 7. We just need the next goal. That's all we need. And then we need to rely on Carter Hart to just shake off that rust from the second period. Or maybe it's Thompson. Who's ever in net needs to give us the opportunity here to win this game. And so far they have. The offense needs to do their part. And Ryan Ellis does. Offense from the defense. And it is 5-4. And Ryan Ellis, the offense from the defense, completes the hat trick. Ryan Ellis has completed an unlikely hat trick to keep your Philadelphia Flyers alive here in game number 6. And we are going to game number 7. Taking a look at all periods. Ellis, a hat trick from our number 1 defenseman. And we are going to 7. 7-4 victory. The goals have been just flowing in bunches. 12 goals in our last 2 games. Hopefully we can keep this roll up. One more game and we're on to the next round. If we lose, we're done. First period. Nobody scoring. The first quiet period I think we've had this entire series. Second period. We're up 2-0. Frost and Provorov. Frost has a knack for showing up in the playoffs. We know this. We've seen it happen. But speaking of a knack for showing up when it matters, Jack Roslovic halves the deficit for Columbus. And it's now a 1-goal game as we kill their power play, get one of our own, and it gets killed off as well. Still 2-1 though. We get another power play opportunity. This one's a bit longer. We got a lot of power play. We even the shots, but can't give ourselves that insurance marker we need. And Owen Tippett does though. There's Owen Tippett. He continues to be a goal-scoring machine in round number 1. And we're up by 2. Can we complete the comeback on the Columbus Blue Jackets in Ohio? Can we get it done? Yes, we can. We're on to round 2. Let's go. Huge comeback. And the first line in large part to thank for that, Konechny, Couturier, Drouin, showing up when it matters, and Morgan Frost as well. And let's talk about Ryan Ellis with 3 goals in the playoffs, all coming in one pivotal game to send us to 7. Couturier with 7, Drouin with 8, and Konechny with 10. Goaltending, I'd like to see Carter Hart produce a little bit better, but 3-1-5, we can get there. It's not too bad. But we are playing the Carolina Hurricanes, a phenomenal team who I believe were not the winners of the Metropolitan. They did not win the Metropolitan Division, if I can recall correctly, and that might mean we have home ice advantage. As a matter of fact, I think it does. The Washington Capitals were on home ice, and I think we should have home ice advantage, or maybe not. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe Carolina was the... Why don't we have home ice advantage, EA? Fix your home ice advantage! EA, come on, man. We should have home ice advantage. We battled for this. Carolina was a wild card. We were actually in a divisional spot. Give us the home ice advantage. Fix that, EA. I don't know when the next patch is coming, but it better be in there. Damn it. Anyway, taking a look at the Carolina Hurricanes lines. What are we looking like? Teuvo Teravainen, Sebastian Aho, and Andrei Svechnikov continues to be one of the best first lines in all of hockey. Their second line, not much drop-off with Pacioretty, Wenberg, and Neckish. We've got Dominic Bach, Jordan Stahl still killing it, and Nicholas Aube-Kubel, followed by Jesperi Kotkaniemi on the 4th line with Connor Bunneman and Seth Jarvis. Oh, Kotkaniemi, what happened? Defensively, it's Jacob Slavin, Brett Pesci, Brent Burns still there with Dylan Coughlin, as well as Ethan Bear and Luke Shen. So, in goal, Freddie Anderson looks so good. We're on the road. I don't know why we don't have home ice advantage. It's bizarre. We should. Doesn't matter. No matter what EA throws in front of us, we will persevere. We will overcome. And here we go. Game 1. Can we start off well? First period, we can't. Coughlin getting a shorty. Another shorty against. That kills us. Second period, nobody scoring a defensive series, but they have got so many shots. Third period, and we are able to tie it, and not before Abe Kubel scores. We pull the goalie, assumingly on the face-off, and Brent Burns is able to skate it in within 9 seconds and score, and we are going to lose 3-1 there. What was the trouble line? It was Sanheim, York, Brink, Atkinson, Frost. Yeah, that line will get roughed up at times because their depth is just so good, but that's okay. We've started like this before. We are going to be okay. We're on the road again in game number 2, despite having the better team, or better record, I should say. But here we go. I'm gonna let it go now. We're gonna focus on game 2. Maybe that's why my lingering anger about the NHL scheduling caused us to lose game 1. But the GM is focused now, and we're ready to go. First period. No, I guess I'm ready to go, but the team is not. Second period. Oh my God! And the third period sees no goals scored, and we are now getting outscored 7-1. Here in the series so far. This is brutal. This is, oh my God. And like, look, only -1s. Nobody. I can't put this one on nobody. Carter Hart, we got to see you do a bit better. 7-1. I mean, I don't care if Carter Hart stops all of them. We still didn't score a goal. Jeepers. Come on. All right, now we're on home ice where we should have been all along. I told you, I said I was going to let it go, but I'm still salty. Here we go, on home ice. First period. Still, oh my God. 4th straight shutout period. I'm maybe even more leading back into the first game. Second period, and we finally score again, but it is 2-1 Carolina. Third period, we tie it up. Konechny and Tippett. Pacioretty gives the insurance marker to them, but we are able to battle back, and we go into overtime in it's a really must win. I don't want to drop 3-0 in the series. Carolina gets a power play in overtime. You got to kill those off. You can't be taking penalties in the overtime. You got to score when you get a chance on a power play that's like 5 minutes. Oh, where are we, guys? Where are we? A power play? Get some goals. We finally score again, but halfway through the overtime period, it's still 3-3. We are out shooting. We are pushing. But Wenberg, did Wenberg beat us? Wenberg did not single-handedly beat us. He did play very, very well, but we got a kitchen sink time. Bobby Brink has back spasms too, so we were playing a man down that whole time. We're going to move Boyd up. He's been good. Allison, there we go. Bring you in, buddy. Jonathan, yeah, Farabee's now an 86. Do we want to, yeah, we'll move Farabee up, play him with Konechny. Farabee, -3, yikes. Oh, the first line, I'm just breaking it up. I'm just trying anything right now. Edmondson, we're going to move Edmondson up. I don't know what it's going to do, but we're going to give it a go. We're going to give it a try. We got to try anything right now. Oh, overtime loss. That one stings. And here we go, down 3-0. Can we bounce back? We got a reverse sweep. That's what lies in front of us, is a reverse sweep, and that's the only way to do it. And the only way to do a reverse sweep is to win the next one. So here we go. First period, 3-2 start. Atkinson with 2 goals from Couturier. That's our leader. That's what we need. Jordan Stahl scores on the power play, so the power play goals are even, but Coughlin is able to keep them within 1 going into the first intermission. Second period, and the goals are flowing in this one. Unfortunately, they are for both teams. Svechnikov gets 2 back-to-back, and they are able to take a lead. Travis Boyd gets 2 back-to-back, and Jordan Stahl and Owen Tippett trading goals, and oh my goodness, 6-5 going into the third. It is a goal-scoring bonanza, and it continues. Cam Atkinson, Ryan Paling, it's 8-5 now. I'm going to quick sim the rest as Luke Shen comes back, and Allison scores a 6-9 win for us. Nice. Love to see that. Absolutely love it. 3 goals per period. You're going to win a lot of games scoring 3 goals per period. But here we go. 1 game at a time on the road now in Carolina. We need to win this one. Do or die. Let's do it. First period, 1-1. Okay, so a lot less goals than the last game so far. Farabee scoring with Shea scoring as well. Second period, we get a 2-1 lead. Frost. Frosty, baby. Stay frosty. Love it. All right, 2-1. Carolina starts on a power play, a long one. Basically, first 5 minutes of the period are all on the power play for them. They got a 5-on-3 even, but we are able to kill it off. Carter Hart, I love you continuing to just be a dominant. Oh, guys, play smart. Don't lose your heads, guys. Halfway through, we've taken about 8 penalty minutes and 10 minutes of the third period. Doesn't matter, though. Carter Hart is on our team, and so is Cam York. And we are a 3-1 lead away from game number 6. And just 3 minutes to go here. 1.5, 1 minute. And that's all she wrote. A 3-1 victory. A much tighter game after both teams probably got a little outside of themselves. And that overtime loss looms pretty big right now. Had we won that one, we'd be on a 3-game winning streak going into game 6 with 2 chances to close it out. Doesn't matter. Game 6 is on home ice. Do or die. Let's do it. Going in game 6. First period. Oh no. Svechnikov and Abe Kubel are able to score for Carolina. Can we mount the comeback in the second period? We start a small one with Allison scoring after we go down 3-0. 3-goal lead is the worst lead in hockey. Prove me right, boys. All right. We're getting severely outshot, too. Carter Hart is no longer bailing us out of this one. 5 minutes. Ooh, we really need one here before the 10-minute mark. We do. Us as in the Philadelphia Flyers, not Jacob Slavin and the Carolina Hurricanes. That might be all she wrote. We might have just, that overtime loss is looming large now. We had battled, able to just get it to overtime. We needed to score 1. We had a power play for a long time in that overtime game. And right now, this game wouldn't be as bad because we'd be going on to 7. And I just wonder if the home ice advantage played any fact. No, it didn't. It literally didn't. Oh, we weren't as good as they were, and it's just simple as that. They have a complete team. We're still pretty close, but honestly, guys, I gotta say that was thanks, Bobby. Glad you're back. Woo! That was a pretty fun playoff run. I gotta admit, I've been really enjoying these playoff runs because I'm not really expecting much. Like, I know we're one of the best teams in the league, but when you look at the roster, we're not. But I don't see how I can justify changing coaches at all, right? Like, our coach fits for the most part. You know, Benoit here, Manuel Benoit, he's a really, really good coach. Great special teams coach as well. But he's 90, 58, and 16. He did even better this season, and I had gotten rid of more players last year. I mean, I did sign Drew in for him, but 6 more wins this year, same amount of overtime losses. I mean, I'm keeping the coach, guys. It's as simple as that. We've gotten to the second round in both years. We're improving by 1 win, so maybe by his 4th season, we'll be able to win 2 series. But we did get more losses because I believe we swept the Lightning in year 1, then lost 4-1. This year, we won in 7, and then we lost in not 7, in 6. So, but as far as the fit, Ryan Ellis, I think it's the defensemen that don't fit. It's the pinch cycle, pinch balanced. I don't necessarily mind behind the net, carry, cycle, balance, or overload, carry, shoot, efficient, balance. I don't mind lines 1 and 2, but it's the pinch cycle, pinch balance that I think we need to find some guys that maybe fit that. Taking a look at the lines here, right? We know Farabee fits first line. Sean Couturier sort of does. Konechny sort of does, right? They're okay. Fits. Balance, shoot, energy, balance. I don't know if we're going to find balance, shoot, energy, balance, but we should probably look for it. We might want to look for it. It might make the difference. I don't know. I don't know if I want to change the head coach, but then, we can find a head coach with carry, shoot, balance, energy, balance. Carry, shoot, efficient, balance, right? Carry, shoot, balance, or carry, shoot, efficient balance would be perfect for Tippett and Drouin on the second line. Frost is carry, cycle he's carry, cycle. He fits mostly, right? We're pretty darn close, but again, that second line center is something we're looking for. I was hoping it'd be Frost, but then Atkinson, he played so well. Carry, shoot, efficient, balance, carry, shoot, efficient, balance, carry, shoot, balance, right? Doing something like this, maybe? It doesn't work because we have playmaker, sniper, playmaker, power forward, two-way forward. Like, maybe, maybe it is time to look at a coach that can maximize Couturier and Konechny. And then Joel Farabee here is balanced cycle, energy balanced. He's never going to fit any of these lines. I think we just kind of are stuck here. We got to make a decision. Maybe we move on from Farabee just because he's been really, really poor. He's been a huge minus. He doesn't fit any of our with anybody else. He's balanced cycle energy block. That is terrible. That is a bottom 6 chemistry style. He has 4 years left. It could be a blockbuster. He's only 24. Somebody would want him for sure. I don't know if he's got a no trade clause or something, but we may be able to move him for something else. And then defensively, right? Pinch cycle, balance shoot. He literally doesn't fit anywhere, Ryan Ellis, except for the bottom pairing. Sanheim is pinch balanced. Edmondson is balance shoot. Cam York is pinch cycle, but we don't have a defensive defenseman to pair with him. You know, we just don't. So pinch cycle, he would fit on the top 6 here. We just need to find a guy that would fit the second line. Edmondson's not that guy. He's probably going to be a guy I let walk. He was a rental for this season. Like I said, he was fine. He was good. You know, he's 30. We should probably look to find somebody else. Like I said, Ellis. And then Risto's balanced. Risto's going to be our bottom pairing guy forever. Provorov needs a partner on the top line. Somebody that fits there, and maybe a two-way defenseman as well. I don't know if you can even get a plus. But we need somebody that fits perfectly up there with him. And even then, I don't think it's going to work. Just simply because of the difference I don't understand. Maybe we need somebody with an X factor. But we did try and go out and acquire somebody who could potentially go there someday. Taking a look at skaters in the system, and there he is, Korchinski. Doesn't have any X factors, but he's a fantastic player. He's playing for Seattle right now. Like I said, in the WHL, 53 points. He had 44 when we got him, 53 and 64. This guy's going to grow. He's going to jump tremendously. He's an amazing offensive defenseman and somebody that I think will be ready to go next season. Lehman, Ratcliffe can come up even. Ratcliffe is carry cycle balanced. Lehman is balance energy block, right? So he's a bottom 6er as well. And then Haltonen probably has another year unless he jumps tremendously. So if we sort here, Casper Haltonen. But balance shoot energy blocked is probably, it's awful. Balance shoot energy block, what is that? Is that honestly what Konechny has? Balance shoot energy block? Where is that? Konechny. Balance shoot, no, it's not Konechny. I'm sorry. It's Farabee. Balance cycle energy block. Okay, so balance shoot, balance cycle, but balance energy block. They kind of fit together. Maybe something for the future. I don't know. It's really confusing. I don't really like the chemistry style hands that I was dealt, but we move. We're going to make it work, and I'm going to rely on you guys to leave your thoughts down in the comment section. Also, leave a like if you enjoyed this one. Subscribe if you want to see some more, and I will see you guys in the next one.
This a free-for-all, but what we fall. This a free-for-all, but what we fall.